Ladies and gentlemen, today I want us to have a discussion about these issues which is eating headlines in the Republic of Kenya about politicians actually donating or sending huge donations in our church. And that has actually come because of the spirit of Arambe in our nations. And because the political class always uses that to get first the congregation or the crowd where they can speak their mind. And at the same time, that avenue of donating in our church, it has been accused of actually promoting corruption in our nation. And that is why recently we have been thinking that actually political class sending donations to our churches, it's a thing of the past. It is a thing which should be stopped immediately. But it seems that it is not going to stop. It is going to continue being there because the political class don't want to leave that tradition, because it is the tradition which makes them to reach newer people. It is the tradition which helped them to campaign. So the political class, they have actually used those kind of donation so that they can get the site to campaign. And some time back, it also came as a national issue where we wanted registration to be put into place to stop political class and to stop that culture of Arambe from continuing in our nation. But political leaders will never let that one to go. And you will find in the recent, it has been championed by the President of the Republic of Kenya, because you will find that wherever the president goes to give donations, he will always get the congregation to speak to. And it is as if it is a tool of campaigning to them. But some of the church leaders, they have actually come out and they have condemned that kind of donation. Most of the Catholic Church, where the Archbishop of Nairobi, Nyoro, had to add cash money of around 8 million to President William Samoei Arap Ruto. And that act, many people said that it was progressive, that it could deter the political class from using that kind of donations so that they can get a platform of campaigning. And at the same time, people said that if we have to stop that culture, probably it will not make corruption to continue. So that is actually what I want us to have as a candidate discussion. But before we have that as a candidate discussion, I could like to hear to this video where President William Samoei Arap Ruto went and did donation in the Jesus ministry. Please listen to the video carefully, and then from that we can come back and try to dissect that into detail. Please listen to this.
Najua nimelaumiwa mara nyingi sana kwa mambo ya matoleo kanisani. Ninyi mnajua. Si mnajua hivyo? Lakini hii ya Jesus Winner hii. Sindio? Sikizeni ndugu zangu wa Kristo. Wakati tunamtolea Mungu, hatumpatii binadamu. Sindio? Matoleo tunayotoa sio kwa sababu tunampatia Bishop Mwai. hatupatii congregation hii, tunampatia Mungu. Si ndio? Na mimi nimejaribu sana kutafuta kwa Biblia, na mimi ni msomi wa kiasi wa Biblia. Nimejaribu kutafuta mahali inasema ati ukimpatia Mungu unarudishiwa na askofu. Iko mahali? Nyinyi mumesoma? Si ndio jameni? Si tunampatia Mungu? Na wengine wetu, mimi nikiweko, I am a product of giving to God. And I am unapologetic about giving to God. And I do it on the firm foundation of the scriptures. So, Bishop, katika ujenzi wa kanisa letu hapa, mbali na mbali na ile yote tumesema, mbali na kupatiana title deed, mbali na kusema wanajeshi wasimame kando, mbali na kutengeneza barabara, si ndio? Mimi mwenyewe nitatoa milioni 20 kwanza. Sawa sawa. Basi mutaanza kupanga hiyo maneno wakati unasemekana mnajenga. Alafu mimi nimekubali pia nitakuja tufanye harambee pamoja. Sawa, Jesus wina. Na hiyo harambee nataka mnisikize vizuri. Si ndio? Nataka mnisikize vizuri. Na kwa hiyo harambee, vile huyu Kororia amesema, huyu Kororia alisema hapa, ako wapi huyo Kororia huyu? Alisema hapa iwekwe polling station hapa, ndio msichanganywe na watu wengine, ijulikane nani amesimama wapi. Na mimi kwa hiyo mchango ya kanisa, hata mimi nataka nipatiwe polling station yangu. Nipangane, ndio? Niende nipangane mimi na marafiki zangu. Nasikia Bishop? Niende nipangane mimi na marafiki zangu, tutafute milioni 100.
After listening to that, you can know that sometimes it's annoying. Sometimes you wonder where that huge amount of money comes from. Why is it that the political class has always a lot of money to dish to the public? Because as you heard from that video, the president was in the Jesus ministry. He had to donate 20 million cash for that church so that it can be built. And then he went forward to say that the Harambee is going to be formed and he's going to convince his friends so that they can contribute and to give the church 100 million. But the question is, where does that amount of money come from? Because if we look at the salaries we give the political class. It is not that much. And that's why people are questioning that such a kind of contributions in our churches, it is actually painting the country bad. It is actually a revenue of corruption. But the political class, as you heard the president was saying, he said clearly that he has the tradition of actually giving. He has the tradition of actually contributing to build the churches for God. And he even told the bishops that they don't have a role, such that if the political class contributes, that they must return the money to the political class. And the president went further to say that there is no place in the Bible where they are forbidden to contribute to the church. And there is no place where the bishops have been given an okay in the Bible to return the political class contributions whenever they give that to the development of the church. But you can hear from that church that the tradition of Harambee is quite deep in our blood, because if you listened carefully to that speech which was made by the president in that Jesus Ministry Church, you can hear that people were actually making what we call a cheerful crowd to the president. People were happy. People were saying, Ruto, 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 which means people are very happy with that kind of donations. And which means that the tradition of Harambee is so much entrenched in our lives, such that it becomes so hard to do away with it. But the big question is, where do the political class get such a big sum of money to give during the time of donation, while the people of this republic are actually anguishing in poverty? Is it that the spirit of Harambee, which was a good thing, but nowadays is used by the political class to perpetuate corruption? And if it might be true that some of the political leaders contribute or donate to churches so that they can use as a campaign platform, is it wise that we need as a nation to sit down and to say enough is enough and to do away with their Harambees once and for all? Because it looks like we have people who are against that spirit. And those people, they give actually valid reasons why they are so much annoyed with that. And one of the reasons is that where do the political class have or remove that large, huge amount of money to donate to the church, while common people in this republic are in anguish of poverty? They don't have anything, and our economy is doing badly. So they believe that the spirit of Harambee, the spirit of donation, of giving donations by the political class, is one form of actually promoting corruption in this republic. And also, let's say you don't have any money to give in terms of donations, and you are going for an elective seat to be a member of parliament, to be the president. And here somebody is dishing a lot of money in churches going around the Republic of Kenya. Do you think you have a chance to compete with that person? It doesn't happen. You cannot compete. And that's why the political class who have a lot of money, and you know where that money comes from, they don't want to leave that kind of the tradition. But as the people of this republic, what should we do so that we can aid to stop that kind of a tradition? And I am not saying that donating to church is bad, but I am saying that if you donate to church and you have good earned money, there's nothing wrong. It is only that some of the corrupt individuals, they use donations to hide themselves. They use donations so that they can get what we call so that they can get a force to defend themselves. That's why the political class, when they have been mentioned in anything to do with corruption, they come up and say, our society is being targeted. And if that person is a person who gives to the community back, then the community will be up in arms and saying, you cannot touch that person. You cannot touch our leaders. For you, as a listener, do you think that we should continue with this culture of donating large sum of money by the political class in our churches? Please drop your comment in the comment section below. And if this is your first time to perform this YouTube channel, I request you kindly to take a minute or two and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video a like, share the video to your friends. And if your friends are lovers of politics, then it is good to request them for us to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And lastly, whenever you subscribe, always smash the bell button. And for that, I say thank you until we meet in our next political conversation. Goodbye.